He's dangerous. And he was coming at me, and I didn't know what to do, so I grabbed my gun. I grabbed my wife's gun and shot him.
I get up and try to get in between me and James just pulls the damn trigger and just unloads it on my son. And I am standing right there.
No pain cuts deeper than discovering that the man you trusted destroyed everything you loved. How do these mothers deal with the pain of realizing that their husbands and the very man they loved with all their heart ended the lives of their young ones?
911, what's the address of the emergency?
I'm in Camden Lane. My husband's kids.
Put your other hand out the car.
Was this something that you wanted for her to feel your pain in that sense, or you know?
Yes or no to that.
Okay.
Here are the times mothers realized that their husbands had ended the lives of their children. Starting with Jason, a maniac who ended the lives of his children in an attempt to get revenge on his wife.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I came home to take the kids, and they're all on the bed, and they're...
I don't know why I did what I did, but like I know what I told myself when I did it. I started giving them a bath, and for some reason I said we're gonna do it one by one, and I did one by one. Yeah, and I don't know why I didn't stop. I don't know why I went with all three.
On June the 13th, 2022 in Round Lake, Illinois, police received a horrifying 911 call that would soon reveal an unthinkable tragedy.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
I'm in Camden Lane. My husband's kids.
Okay, repeat the address for me one more time.
East Camden Lane.
Okay, verify what town?
Round Lake Beach, Illinois,
Okay.
60073.
Okay, what's the phone number you're calling from? Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I came home to take the kids, and they're all on the bed, and they're...
Okay, all right. How many children?
3.
Okay, one moment.
The details were so disturbing that even the 911 operator struggled to process what she was hearing. Officers were immediately dispatched, but nothing could have prepared them for what they were about to find inside that quiet suburban home.
Females upstairs with the children.
You gotta get in there for rescue.
Otherwise, just go in. Okay.
Just go in. I think we have enough. 42 location.
Police!
Police department!
Police!
Coming up!
Coming out!
I got blood here.
There's blood all over.
I can stay here. Is there anybody else in the house, ma'am? What? Is there anybody else in the house? I don't know.
What is going on? Okay.
Okay, ma'am, do you have any weapons? No, I don't have any weapons. I'm gonna have you step out here with me, okay? Come out here.
Step out of the room.
Okay, come out here. Okay, ma'am. We got one coming down.
Okay, all right. It's fire.
Yes, they're okay to come in. Yeah, come on in. Okay, there's no way for us to avoid this, Bobby.
Okay.
You got your body cam on?
Yeah, I got my body.
I don't want to touch any of them, but they're not breathing.
Crawford, you want them upstairs?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like at least one to come up.
Okay.
Just one, just to verify.
Any of my guys that come in, please put them in front of you. I need my guys in here. It's gonna be 2. Okay.
Okay, at least, yeah, we just at least need those 2. That's fine. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Okay.
So just be prepared. It's a mess.
The scene on the floor was disturbing enough, but realizing that the children had met their demise at the hands of their own father unsettled the officers even more. A manhunt was instantly launched for the suspect, 34-year-old Jason Carrolls, who was spotted just hours later speeding down Interstate 57. But a psychopath like Jason had no plans to surrender quietly.
Steel Bridge coming up. Steel Bridge coming up. Continuing. Up. Vehicles off the roadway. Vehicles off the roadway here at... He came all the way down, sorry. Water Street in Duncan. Water Street, Duncan.
Yeah. Keep him there! All right, man, keep him there!
Chicago, the subject is inside the vehicle. I got one plate now inside the vehicle. Sorry, grab the seat.
Don't keep your head up.
Let me get it.
Johnny may have a knife. Don't move, man. Don't move.
Can you see his hands?
Yeah. Put your hands here. Come up. No, I'm not going to.
Let me get covered. You want to get him cuffs? Get his hands up?
Yeah.
Put your hands out the car. Put your other hand out the car.
The high-speed chase ended with Jason going off-road and crashing into a ditch. And the moment he realized his plan to escape had failed, he employed another method of self-survival.
What's your name? Jason? What's Jason? What's going on, man? Alright? We'll get you out when you're sorted, okay? Someone figure out what address that is. Yeah, meet them out there. Dunkin' water? Dunkin' water. Dunkin' water. EMS responds to Duncan Street and Water Street.
Leave your hands out the car, okay? Leave your hands out the car. Yep, just leave your hands out the car, okay?
No, I moved them out farther.
Okay, good.
We appreciate it, man. We can't move you right now just because we don't know the extent of your injuries, okay? We don't want to hurt you more than you already are. You got any weapons in the car?
Sir, I don't own a weapon.
No knives, no nothing.
My plan was to...
What? Leg right now, lacerations up on the arms and hands.
My plan was to drive...
Hey man, can you feel your feet?
A little bit, yeah.
So, don't move your legs. Can you go over your toes right now? Anything else hurt? You don't know? Alright. Lacerations up here, change up legs. He was moving his legs though. Flex your left and back toes. Try to flex your toes.
1257 location.
Stuck there between the wheel.
The 11 case component of the crash, that's our location. I have no clue. Chicago 541.
Hey,
what's this intersection here? Dunkin' and Water. 31, go ahead. Dunkin' and Water Street, Juliet. Dunkin' and Water Street. You said 81 pounds.
We'll get you something to drink when we can, alright?
We gotta get you out of this car first, okay?
So EMS to come check you out, alright? Jason, you hear me? Just keep your eyes open for us, okay, bud?
I have a 1050 in Colorado. Injuries in northbound
What's that? That's good, man. Hey, the good news is you didn't hear anyone. I mean, besides yourself. So that's good. Bleeding on the range. Yeah. What's that? You think you hurt your kids? What are your kids' names? Were they at home?
People in the car. There's only one in the car, right?
What's that? Sorry?
They tried to put him in. I woke up, and all of a sudden, they were and I didn't even...
You don't remember what happened? helping you, okay?
Jason was rushed to the hospital for emergency treatment. There, Detective Barrera finally had the chance to face him, and what followed was a chilling exchange that would leave even seasoned officers shaken.
All right, bud. Hey, like I mentioned, man, my name's Detective Barrera. I'm with Round Lake Beach, okay? And obviously, you know what's going on. You know why we're here, why we want to talk to you, okay? So what all transpired today? I mean, you guys are married still, from my understanding, or
We're separated.
you guys are separated, but legally still married?
I found out the day before yesterday that she cheated on me and left me for another guy the day after my birthday.
Okay.
And then she's been keeping the kids from me, but she claims that she hasn't. But the truth is I thought she was keeping the kids from me. But the truth is she was seeing somebody instead of like calling me with the kids. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So like I'd be expecting, like I was trying to give her space because obviously I still wanted to be with her and everything. And so, like, you know, if you need me to do anything, just let me know. Like, you know, and I'm like, you know, like, and I was trying not to be too pushy, but then it's funny because I am pushy, like, with it, because the biggest thing is, to me, is I feel like if she realized what she was doing, she wouldn't hate me so much.
Yeah.
Like, if she realized that the reason why she's depressed is, I feel like it's not that she didn't love me, it's that she doesn't love herself. So, but she takes it out on me to make herself feel better. I don't know, but anyways, so I found out she was cheating on me, and she was lying to me, and like I was just very adamant about it, because like when you're with someone for 7 years, like, you know their poker face, you know what I mean? Like, you know when they're lying to you.
Oh, I get you.
Like, and especially someone that lies as much as she does to me and herself. But like.
So you had the kids since Saturday, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you saw the kids before?
Well, she had finally, after about a month and a half, she started calling me just to say goodnight to them. Like, it was like 1 minute phone calls and stuff. Because I was like, that's what I asked for. I was like, just let me talk to my kids just for a minute. Say goodnight. I love you.
So it had been about a month and a half since.
Well, no.
Okay.
Like, that was the first. Like, I asked her to start doing it. Before then, I had seen them. I want to say about 2 weeks ago.
So 2 weeks ago. Was it kind of like you guys were in agreement? Every 2 weeks you see them on the weekends, or that kind of deal?
No, I told her.
Or just whenever you wanted to see them?
You'll see when you see my phone records, like, that I would argue with her about, like, I should be watching the kids. I don't have a job right now. I'm home alone by myself. Like, let me help you. Like, it's not even just to help you. It's so I can spend time with them. And I go, like, the only problem is that I see is I have limited food, but you get food stamps for them, so just give you like one meal, and I can take care of it. Like,
yeah.
It's like they're going to be eating that meal anyways at your place with her mother, and I don't know. Like, if I'm being honest with you, sir.
Up to that point, Jason had taken zero accountability for his actions, choosing rather to blame his wife, accusing her of cheating and portraying himself as the victim. Nothing, however, could justify his evil actions, and the officers were most definitely not convinced by these tall claims.
I don't know why I did what I did, but like, I know what I told myself when I did it, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
what was that?
And it was like, that they deserved to be with me, and that I felt like she was neglecting them, and for some reason I thought it was okay to hurt them too. I don't know why I did that. Like, I thought we would be together, like, you know, in whatever's after this life, like, you know, and like the whole time I was trying to get home, I kept telling myself, they're waiting for you, you have to be with them. I don't know why. Like, as soon as I got here, and the cop asked, or not here, but as soon as I like rolled my car and everything, and he asked me, do you know why, like, you know, do you know what happened? It was like the first time I like actually started crying, because it finally dawned on me.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't I don't know why. I've never been like that before.
Okay.
And I said, I left her like a note and stuff, and like most of it was just like trying to be like, I don't know.
Was this something that you wanted for her to feel your pain in that sense, or you know?
I can't say yes or no to that,
Okay.
honestly. I don't think so.
Okay. What exactly?
I just didn't want to be in pain, and I think I told myself that, and you'll actually hear it in the last time we talked. I told her, it's like, if I'm not around, you're just going to start taking it out on them, and they don't deserve that. And I think I felt like I was saving them. I don't know why.
Saving them in what sense?
From going through the pain that I did.
And I mean, were the kids being, or what?
I felt like they were being neglected by her.
Why is that?
Because like I saw them for the first time in 2 weeks, and my daughter, she's never had pimples on her butt.
Okay.
And I confronted my wife about it. I was like, and I can't remember, but I think I was a little mean about it. But it was because it was like, she's telling me that I'm a terrible father and that I don't pay attention and stuff, but it's like, then how do I notice that my daughter never has pimples on her butt and now she's got like 20? And then she was telling me that it's like, oh, those are just bumps. I'm like, you mean like the bumps that I have on my arm? Like that's not the same thing as pimples. Like she has those on her arm too. It might be hereditary. I don't know, but I don't know. I just wanted to see them, and I wanted to be with them always. And I felt like for some reason I convinced myself that this was how I could do that. I don't know why. I've never been a violent person.
Jason insisted he wasn't a violent man, yet everything about him showed otherwise, no matter how hard he tried to sound innocent.
Since April 23rd.
Oh, since April, so a couple months ago?
Yeah.
Couple months ago, that was...
2.5 months.
Okay. So you guys, she left, and she left you, or you left her?
The reason
or?
why I like this story is important to me is because...
No, every bit is important to me.
Well, yeah, it's because... So... As I'm walking her to the garage, I'll take a polygraph test. I swear to God.
I believe you.
I mean,
Jason,
I
don't think there's any reason for you to lie to me. I really don't. So I believe anything you tell me. Oh, you don't have to prove anything to me, Jason. Yeah.
And I had my arm around her shoulder, and then she punched me in the face. And then I put my arm kind of like, I didn't choke her, but I had her like in like a, I wouldn't even call it a headlock. I just put her head down so she couldn't hit me again. Because I did martial arts. I know like how to control someone who's hurting you, like who's hitting you.
You know, like pressure points and things like that.
I didn't do nothing. I just put her head down.
Yeah.
And then she got another really good swing and hit me in the neck. And I've always been the type of, I've never been an aggressor type of person. I've always been a self-defense type of person. And I snapped and I punched her back.
Okay.
And then I immediately let go of her, dropped to the ground and started crying and saying, I'm so sorry. Like, because even though she...
Were police called or anything?
No, we kept it to ourselves.
Okay.
But the reason why I bring this up is because I loved her. I didn't take pictures of my stuff, and she took stuff too, because I think deep down she knew that she was going to one day use stuff against me.
Yeah. So.
But even to this day, she claims that like I had her in a headlock from the get-go, and and that she punched me to get away from me and stuff. And it's like, well, yeah, that's fine, but it's like, I feel like a man should never hit a woman. But at the end of the day, I feel like nobody should hit somebody if they don't accept the possibility of getting.
I get that. Yep. Keep your hands to yourself. You'll be learning this stuff when you're younger.
Maybe it's my military background, but I'm a very equality type of person. I feel like, especially if you've seen, I don't know if you've seen my wife. She's 6'1", 6 feet, and she's like. She's not like a small girl. She hits pretty hard. I mean, I'm a big guy too, but I'm not. But Anyways,
Jason's ramblings convinced nobody but himself, because it didn't take a genius to realize he was terribly in the wrong. The detectives waited patiently, knowing that he'd eventually slip and give them a reason to incriminate him.
everything I did, I started doing this morning at 1 in the morning.
So 1 in the morning is when everything happened?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what was going on? Because I know you guys spoke on the phone yesterday, right?
Yeah.
What time did your guys' phone call end?
I want to say about midnight.
About midnight?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys' phone call ends around midnight.
Yeah.
And then what happens? Were you drinking? You say you don't drink,
sir.
right?
I'll
Okay.
take
No. Hey.
toxicology
No,
anything
absolutely.
right now.
Okay.
I haven't had in about 4 weeks.
Okay.
Either. And then before then,
Okay. So then what kind of happened? What kind of triggered you after the phone call ended? Were the babies were kids sleeping, or were they up?
We were
Everybody
watching
was
TV, and then I knew I had to give him a bath.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, like I just something in my brain snapped because of the things she said to me on the phone.
What was it that she said?
That it's weird because she did say some nice things to me in the end, but it's like she said that I was nothing, that I deserved nothing, that I was a terrible father, a terrible husband, and like all these things, and it was like I don't know, like something snapped in me, and like and I know that makes it seem like I was trying to get back at her, but it was like it was never about getting back at her. It was about as it sounds, was doing something for myself.
Okay.
And like that's what I told myself at
Yeah.
least. Like I
And
wanted.
what was that thing that you were doing for yourself?
Was them so we could be together forever.
Okay.
And I know now that was wrong.
Okay. Now, did you plan this out? Did you already have an idea of how you wanted to do this? Did it take some time for you to do it?
No, I started giving him a bath, and for some reason I said we're gonna do it one by one, and I did one by one, and then I tried to.
Okay, so you who was the first one you gave a bath to? The youngest?
Yeah.
Okay. Now who's the oldest? Okay,
Where was he?
Yeah.
They were watching TV.
Okay. Did at any point in time did they come in and see anything?
No,
Did they?
I refused to let them see anything because I don't know why, but I shut their door and I shut the bathroom door, and then I would put the child in the computer room on the futon mattress to dry off, so then that way once they were dry I could dress them so they weren't naked wherever we were going. I don't know why I thought this was okay. I don't know.
Okay.
I've never had these kind of thought processes before. Something just like, I honestly think it's, something snapped in me because like I couldn't handle being cheated on, and I couldn't handle being away from my kids so much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Moments later, they had Jason's confession, which poured out in chilling detail. The officers could barely process how a father could commit something so horrifying, and yet they kept listening, knowing that there was still more to uncover.
So you're taking a bath, and the other two kids now, and okay, how old are they?
5. Is 5. 3. Is 2.
Okay. So then same thing.
Yeah, and I don't know why I didn't stop. I don't know why I went with all 3. Like, you would think that I'd do one and then I'd be like, oh my God, what have I done? But it didn't feel like I was doing anything wrong.
Okay.
For some reason, I didn't cry once until it didn't really dawn on me what I had done until I flipped my car and the cops asked me if I knew what I had done. And then I just started crying. And because it was don't know. Maybe I don't know. I can't say for certain that I realized that what I had done at that moment. It's possible that I was crying because I couldn't be with them. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like it didn't really dawn on me until like at some point after that.
Okay.
At some point after I'd gotten into the accident.
Yeah. Okay. And then you placed them all in the
on the futon in the computer room.
You let them dry out.
And
You
let
said.
them dry off.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went. And here's the messed up part about it all is like I didn't realize what I was doing to them, and I didn't realize what I was doing to myself either. But I think subconsciously I did, like to myself, because then after that was done, I got so nervous, like because I knew I was next. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And then I went into the garage and I smoked like 10 cigarettes.
Okay.
And it wasn't, and I know it wasn't because of what I had done. It was because I knew I was preparing myself, calming myself down, so that I could, because I don't know if, like, you don't, like, the fact that I actually, actually was able to.
Where'd you try to that?
In the downstairs, there's a bathroom door and a closet door right next to the stairs, and I had I blacked out, and then I woke up, and the door had come off the hinges, and the extension cord had kind of sliced the door in half a little bit.
Okay. What extension cord were you using?
It was just a huge orange extension cord that we had in the house.
Okay. So you used that to. Where'd you wrap that around?
Doorknobs on the insides of both doors.
Okay.
So like if you open that doorknob and then tie it, and then I've looped it over the top of the door frame, and then I did the same to the bathroom door.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get an understanding of how it was that because doorknobs are, low, right? Usually when someone something from like
well, that's why it was
okay,
up
so you,
over the door.
Up over the door.
Yeah, and
then you were.
And I also
Did you have was there a chair?
I was low enough that I could drop to my knees because I have a problem.
As another tactic to weasel himself out of the consequences, Jason hoped his plan to end his life would garner some pity, or at the very least to make his crimes seem less monstrous. But then came a statement that erased any trace of sympathy the officers might have had.
I have a problem with I almost drowned when I was a kid, so I can't stand feeling like I can't breathe, so I have to be able to. I was hoping I would black out before I couldn't breathe, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so then you wake up. There was okay.
Like a chef's knife.
Yeah. And where was that knife at?
It was downstairs in the knife holder.
Okay.
And well, let me.
Why don't you do that? Yeah.
So I did what I did with them, and then I smoked the cigarettes, and I played a game of Hearthstone on my phone while I was smoking. Because again, it wasn't like to me, I didn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? It was just a normal, I don't know. Not that it was anything far from normal, but I think you get what I mean. So I played a game of Hearthstone, and then, because I knew I had to, and I knew they were drying off, so
You said you played a game of Hearthstone?
On my phone.
Oh, okay. What's it called?
It's a card game called Hearthstone.
Hearthstone, okay.
So I every time I smoke cigarettes, I play this card game.
And you were downstairs in the garage
and I
playing
smoke cigarettes and I play.
Okay.
And then so that happened.
Yeah.
After the cigarettes, so I come to, And I think I was on the ground for maybe like 2 minutes, like that I lost track of time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then I come to, and like I see that it's broke and everything, and like I remember like waking up, like struggling to come back, like thinking, I don't know, like I just remember like fighting to come back, and then I don't know, it was weird. It was like I was fighting myself too, like telling myself, no, just go. Like, your kids are waiting for you, just go, stop fighting. Like, I don't know. And then so that fails. And then I go and I smoke another couple of cigarettes in the garage. And then I go upstairs and I close all 3 of them and put them in the bed. And then I put the blankets on them and everything, and I kissed them all. And I said, Daddy will be with you soon, don't worry. And so that's how I finally got the courage to like act.
Yeah. Did you clothe them?
Yeah, I put diapers on them, the ones that needed diapers, underwear on and then I put pajamas on them all.
Put pajamas on all of them. Okay. And then you brought them into another room.
I didn't. There was 2 reasons, honestly, and like I'm probably giving, like a lawyer probably saying I'm giving way too much detail, but it's like I'm just trying to be honest.
Jason's admission of the torment he put his young ones through was enough to shake the officers. His words turned the air heavy, each sentence darker than the last, and then he crossed a line no parent ever should.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they kept like the bleeding would stop because like the platelets and whatever, it would like not scab up, but you know, it would close off
from your wrist.
So and then there was really only like there was small on my wrist, but what it was is I was like one would stop, so I would do the next one, and then but it wouldn't really come out.
Okay.
And then a couple times I would walk to the bed and I would lay down with the kids, and then I'd be like, no, I have to go with them, like they'll see me soon, I have to make sure this works. So then I would get back up and go back to the bathroom and make sure it was still bleeding.
Yeah.
And just like rinsing and repeating. I would pass out for maybe like a few minutes, and I would just go back to doing that because I really wanted to be with him and I didn't want to let him down. Because it was my turn now. Like I want you to know I know what I did, but I'm talking.
I understand.
To you
Yeah. Oh man.
Off
Yeah.
Of the mindset. But it also makes it easier to talk about to try to get back into that mindset, because when I admit to myself what happened is when I start to cry.
Yeah.
So that all happened, and so about 6 a.m. I had the bright idea, you know what, this isn't working. I'll go drive to the beach and I'll swim as deep as I can and try.
Okay.
And then I got there and I turned around. I'm like, no, I can't leave my kids. I'm doing this for them. So I went right back to the house.
Which beach did you go to?
In Wakanda. I never actually got there. I started going to that one because that's what I was comfortable with, because that's where I grew up.
You guys don't need me.
Oh, just get your name real quick.
Yeah. I'll just write it down on this paper.
All right, appreciate that.
I drove there and I came back because I was like, no, I can't leave them. I can't.
So what time was that?
About 6 a.m. Because I figured, like, if I'm gonna pass out, I wanted to pass out with my kids. So that's like, I started in front of the bathtub, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna jog in place in front of the bed, so if I fall forward, pass out. Every single time I would get to this point where I was like so close to like being gone, and then my eyes would just open up and I would rip the bags off my head, because I can't not breathe. Like, I have that, I don't know.
Even after doing the unthinkable, Jason's focus remained only on himself, a characteristic narcissistic trait that could only be expected from the likes of him. The detectives had heard enough by that point, but Jason was in no mood to let the conversation end.
Okay, so you put them in the computer room all one by one. You go downstairs, you smoke cigarettes, about a whole pack of cigarettes. You play your game on your phone. And you kind of just trying to calm yourself down at this point because you know that you're next, right? You know you got to do what you got to do. So you try to, with the extension cord, you wrap it around the doorknob, loop it up above the door. No, that's not. I don't believe that's you. So then that's good. So then you actually do. You're kind of like on your knees. You said, right? While you're
yeah. To drop to my knees so that way I'd be like I wasn't on my knees as much as like my knees were like touching the ground, like taking a little bit of the weight.
Okay. So you said did the door snap? Or?
I actually didn't plan it that way. It just ended up being that way.
Did the door snap?
Yeah, the door came off the hinges, and then like the cord like actually like ripped through the top of the door as well. Like it kind of almost like cut in half.
Okay.
Which is.
You said you passed out, right?
Yes.
You passed out for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And when you woke up, then that's when you're like, okay, well, now you got to try another method, right?
Yeah, but
and I
smoked a couple cigarettes to kind of think about what I was gonna do, and like, yeah.
So then after that, you then decide you're gonna drive to the beach. Am I right with that? Was that the next thing? The Wakanda?
Yes.
But then as you're driving there,
like 6 a.m.
Oh, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
While you're driving, you didn't actually make it to the beach, right?
More like 5. But it was like 5:36.
Okay.
But I made it to. Oh, actually, I didn't tell you this part because I didn't remember it until now. I made it to Bonner Road off of Fairfield.
Okay.
I took a right on Bonner, and then I took a left on Wakanda Road and turned around and went home because I started to feel guilty for
leaving the kids. Okay. Go ahead. That's fine. You can go ahead.
Because the whole point of this was to be with them, so I needed to be with them.
So what'd you do after the?
I literally sat.
Because you like
staring at my kids, psyching myself up.
Because you said you fell you kind of laid in bed.
Yeah, I passed
you laid
out
in bed in that same bed with them.
Because I passed out from the loss of blood for about an hour or two.
In the same bed as them.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and
That's
then.
Why they have blood all over them.
Okay, so.
Because I was hugging them and I was like kissing them for about 3 hours. I looked at my kids, told myself like I gotta do this for them, like I gotta finish what I started, like so we can all be together, and and then kissing them and hugging them and stuff, and then like calling myself the P word. You
can say it, yeah, that's fine.
And like saying like you never finish what you start, and like just like basically trying to bash myself into like doing what everyone else does to me and treat myself like garbage until the point where I actually do something about it.
After his hospital interviews, Jason Carrolls was transferred to the police station for a secondary interrogation. In December 2023, he pleaded guilty and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Jason did the unthinkable, but it was mild compared to Sean's actions, who chucked his young one out the window after believing she wasn't his child.
911, where's your emergency? The father of our child took our daughter, and I don't know where he's at with her.
We have a 5-month-old baby that we don't know where she's at, okay? Somehow, Catherine's clothes that she was wearing this morning got in your pocket.
On June the 29th, 2011, Ludington police received a frantic 911 call from a young mother reporting that her 4-month-old daughter, Catherine Baby Kate Phillips, had vanished.
911, where's your emergency? The father of our child took our daughter, and I don't know where he's at with her. She's my daughter. He has no legal rights over her.
Moments earlier, the baby's father, Sean Phillips, had driven away with the baby after a heated argument with the mother. But when officers caught up to him, the baby was gone. What started as a missing person report would soon unravel into one of Michigan's most haunting murder cases.
My name is Detective Sergeant Posma, and I'm with the Mesa County Sheriff's Office, okay? How you doing? You good with your water? Need anything? You smoke?
No thanks.
You don't smoke?
I don't.
Okay. Chew?
Yes.
You do chew? You want to chew? You got a little bit left.
Sure.
You want one? Go ahead, finish my can up, buddy. Spat right in that freaking. We'll share the spatter. How's that? Huh?
Thank you.
All right. Okay. How you feeling? Good? You all right?
I don't know how to
Nervous?
describe it, I suppose.
Nervous?
I really don't know.
Okay, all right. I just need to get some general information from you, Sean. Now, you have, you say you have a kid. What's your child's name? And how old is he? And with you?
Yes.
Okay. And you said that you... Okay, and what's your mom and dad's name?
Kim and Larry.
Kim and Larry? Okay. And it's Phillips, right?
Yes.
I have to ask because sometimes family dynamics. Okay. And, Mom?
Ariel Cortland.
Okay. Do you have any other children?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of. Is there some question that you might be a father to another child?
The one in question here, yes.
Yeah, and what's her name?
Catherine.
I want to talk a little bit about Catherine. What's the situation right now with you and Ariel and Catherine? What's that all about?
Well,
I mean, let me start this way. What is she claiming in regards to Catherine?
legally, she's claiming it's mine.
Okay.
It's been quite a strange thing. Like,
Okay.
throughout her whole pregnancy, she really tried to kind of hide it.
Okay.
And even up to this day, she will outright tell people that I don't usually see or people I don't know that we are married and living together and we have another kid in common.
Okay.
Or one expected at that time.
Okay.
But then other people, she'll tell them the truth. And from talking to her mother and her friends and family, and actually seeing like stuff on Facebook that she's put in text messages and stuff, I guess there's 5 possible fathers, not counting me. And then a 6th, I guess I was hammered. She showed up because she found out from other people that I was there and came on to me, and we supposedly had intercourse in my vehicle.
Okay.
But I'm not the type to not remember stuff when I'm drinking.
Okay.
And I have no memory of this, so.
Don't remember. Okay.
That's the only real.
Okay.
Sean's resentment towards his daughter was painfully obvious. He was certain he wasn't the father, and that belief alone was a massive red flag.
So, since Catherine's birth, what has happened? Has there been any kind of legal things that are going on or anything like that, as far as whether or not you are the father or not the father?
Well, she'd always try to hide her when I'm over there, and she never really spoke about her with me, but then just suddenly I get this thing in the mail saying that, well, from the prosecuting attorney.
Okay.
About how she's accusing me as father, but then when I talked to her, she said that she didn't, and they're just putting 2 and 2 together because we already have a kid in common, so.
Okay.
She's saying the prosecuting attorney just assumed it was me.
Okay. So she filed some paperwork.
She says it wasn't her that did it, but I don't believe that.
Okay. And that was for some type of, paternity test type thing, or?
Come in, sign the paperwork, decline that you think it is, and opt for the paternity test.
Opt for the paternity. And did you do that then?
I had to do that today at 12.
Okay.
Actually did it a little bit earlier than 12.
Okay, so you did have your paternity test today?
Yes.
Okay. And where did you have to go for that?
That was the laboratory in the hospital here in Ludington.
Did they give you any results of that or anything?
It was a mouth swab on both sides, and then
they'll get back with you.
A lot of paperwork. I'm guessing I'll just get something in the mail.
Okay.
I don't think the I don't know if they actually do it there, because the paperwork kind of said it was sent.
Sent someplace for the testing part?
Right.
Okay. All right. So as far as you know, Catherine's not your child?
It's
Or
not.
at least you believe this?
It's not impossible, but I find it hard to believe. It would be quite a surprise to me.
If Sean had truly cared about the baby, he would have taken a paternity test long before, instead of putting himself in a position to harm his young one. However, Sean kept talking, unaware of how deeply he was incriminating himself.
What I'm going to do, Sean, is I'd like to kind of just take you through your day today. And if you could just kind of start out this morning and just kind of tell me from the time that you got up, kind of what the events were of your day. If you could do that for me.
Well, she didn't give her back all week, so then we
When
fought
you say,
yesterday.
Let me stop you real quick.
Yes.
What I would like for you to do is be as descriptive as possible for me too when you say, well, she didn't give me back. I mean, tell me who it was that you're talking about. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So, I had a party for the military this week. I came back, I was supposed to get her. Well, she called me wanting me to come pick up.
Okay.
And came all the way over there and she did not give her to me.
Okay.
Then the following day was my day to get her back. And she would not give her to me.
Okay.
And so we've just been fighting all week. All kinds of threats of going back to court. And
Okay.
her threatening to run away with her and fighting over the 4th of July when I actually got her back finally.
Okay.
So I got home, was quite upset, drank a little bit,
Okay.
went to bed pretty late, woke up this morning, took a shower, then she was calling, wanting me to come in for, well, first she was calling just to fight and argue, then she called again and I answered because I think it was from a different number, because if I'm not answering the phone, she'll just call from some number I don't recognize.
Okay. And was she calling you on that, is that the number she was calling you on?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
She wanted me to come in about some paperwork or something or other for enrollment in school.
Okay.
Second time this has come up, but nothing came of it when I actually was there, but I spent probably a couple hours just ranting about all the nonsense and games she's been playing all week to my mother, and set up a sprinkler outside and just kind of was around the house all morning. Then probably around 11 or a little after, 11 to 11:30, I left to go to that appointment at the hospital for testing.
Okay.
I got to get through that a little bit earlier than the scheduled time, so then I headed over to her apartment to do the supposed paperwork or whatever it was, but
Okay.
within a minute of walking in the door, it was just fighting and arguing.
Okay.
And she had this morning said that she was gonna, somehow she knew that I was supposed to be gone today for this, and she said she would have the cops out at my house to get, even though it's not, by our agreement, it's not her time to have her.
Okay.
And also by the actual court order, because I have it marked on the calendar, the court order dates.
Okay. All right.
So, told my mom she's probably gonna be coming out here just to cause a problem, just because she knows we have guests at the house right now.
Okay.
So
so you let me just help me to understand. You leave your house and you go to the hospital and get your test done. And then you go over to Ariel's apartment.
Yes.
Ariel, the baby's mother, had already told detectives the truth, that it was Sean who had pushed for the adoption. Not knowing that he had been exposed long before he opened his mouth, Sean's lies only grew wilder by the minute.
What happens once you're there and what happens after that?
we argued and fought, I want to say for an hour or more.
Okay.
Got a bit more escalated than usual.
Okay.
And not physical, of course, but just
right.
quite a few threats. It's not uncommon for her to threaten to run away with Haley next time she has her or something. But
right.
Just, I've already informed her that I'm going back to court over this.
Okay.
This was probably earlier this week.
Okay.
So it's just more court threats. We argued and argued. Then she's saying that she has to go somewhere.
Okay.
And then I was like, well, what about this paperwork? And then all of a sudden it wasn't paperwork, it was having to go somewhere and fill out something.
Right.
I have no idea what it was about.
Okay.
It's probably not even true, really.
Okay.
So then I go to leave. We're kind of arguing all the way out. And I get in my car and I start to back up, and she opens the door and starts putting Catherine in the car.
Okay.
And I was like, well, what are you doing? And she's like, well, what do you mean, what am I doing? And then she just expected me to take her to the DHS.
Okay.
Because I guess she had an appointment, according to her, to give her up for adoption.
Okay.
Which she's been saying, like, for probably 7 months now, 8 months, that she's going through adoption or working on it, but...
Okay.
And I guess there's been over close to 80 attempts, probably, of just, like, meeting with people or something, but somehow she's always expecting a phone call for them to actually meet for the exchange part.
Okay.
And all the paperwork's already filled out for an adoption, but I kind of doubt that too. I don't know what she's really doing or what's going through her head, but...
Okay.
So, I got kind of sidetracked.
It's okay.
So then, I drive her over to the DHS. She tries to stop me, told me to stop, like, by the hospital. And I'm like, well, why the hospital? And so then I keep driving to the DHS. We're still arguing, just pause briefly from the argument for that.
Mm-hmm.
We get there, she isn't getting out, she's just sitting there and arguing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'd like to get home. So then she wants me to drive her somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her I'm not your damn taxi service.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm especially not gonna be driving you around
Mm-hmm.
when I could be doing better things and driving you around while I'm just being yelled at.
Mm-hmm.
Sean's attempt to paint Ariel as a horrible baby mama fell flat on the officers, who knew that he was the one who despised his own daughter.
So then she gets out, and she gets her daughter out, Catherine, and she starts walking, gets probably about 20 steps away, and I'm about to pull out, and then she comes back. Well, actually, while she was getting out, she said, you can just keep I'm not carrying this shit, referring to the car seat and her diaper bag, and that I would just have to come and bring it in later. And I told her I'm not coming back to town later just for you. Like,
So then what happens?
so then we argue some more. She ends up getting back in the car. We sit there and argue some more. And then I ultimately drive her to the hospital like she wanted, then she doesn't get out.
Okay.
Earlier, I was kind of hazy. We were just fighting so much that I couldn't remember how many trips back and forth between where we did, but it was just kind of bouncing back and forth between her apartment, DHS, and the hospital. And I'm pretty sure at that point, when we were at the hospital, she just asked to be dropped off at her house, or her apartment, so I take her back there. We argue some more, then she gets out.
Okay.
And
Where's Catherine at this point?
well, she gets out, but then she just walks off, and she doesn't go to her apartment door. She goes to some like side door or something, I think.
Okay.
And she comes back, and we argue. Then I left,
Okay.
and then from there, I was gonna go home, like take a left and take a left on Tinkham going towards Scottville.
Uh-huh.
And go on the back way, but then I remembered I was hungry before that and I had stuff in town I wanted to do, but I was kind of just too pissed to really want to do anything, so I figured I'd just put it off till tomorrow or something.
Okay.
Then I ended up going to Wendy's and getting some food there. I want to say around 3, but I'm not too sure.
Okay. Right.
I know when I got home, my mom and my daughter were in the doorway, and she said that the police had been there and that this whole thing. And she gave me the card to call the officer. Can't recall his name, but...
It was later revealed that during his drive, Sean, overcome with rage, had taken the car seat with baby Kate still inside and flung it outside the window. His daughter was violently ejected, suffering fatal injuries. Sean admitted that instead of helping her, he held her for a while, drove aimlessly, then abandoned her body at a random place. The worst part was that Sean carried no remorse over these heinous actions and instead continued to beat around the bush.
When you get back, you said that after you take her to DHS, you go, because you didn't want to be her taxi, you take her back to her apartment.
Right.
And you said that she gets out and she takes Catherine, and she says that you just keep that stuff, meaning the baby seat and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Is that correct?
Yes.
But then you said she got back in the car, right? And you ended up taking her over to the hospital?
Yes.
Okay. Did she put Catherine back in the car then?
We never got out of the hospital.
I mean, but when you're at her apartment and then you go back over to the hospital, right? What you said. Did she put Catherine back in the car?
She was in the car whenever we were. So
Okay, so Catherine was in the car the whole time.
I can't really recall if we went back to the apartment twice or just that one time, but we were just fighting the whole time, so.
Right.
All I wanted to do was just get home and get her
Where
home.
where was Catherine at in the car while you guys were driving around?
She put her behind the driver's seat.
Okay. Was she in a baby seat?
Yes.
Okay. And then when you dropped him off the last time, you dropped Ariel off, right? She took Catherine with her?
Yes.
Sean knew exactly what he had done and expertly tried to divert the officer's attention from his crimes. However, the investigators had reached their breaking point and decided it was time to confront Sean with the truth that he had been avoiding.
Sean, obviously the reason why we called you down here today is because we got an issue with Catherine's missing, and we don't know where she's at. So we know that you were with Ariel, earlier with Catherine, and according to the guys that spoke with you out there at your mom, she said that she was still. Your belief is that she's still with Ariel. Okay. But we talked with Ariel, and obviously Ariel's got a little different take on it. So, what I'm going to do is I need to advise you of your rights, okay? And I got to do that with everybody that I deal with. And I'm going to ask you these rights, okay? And then I'm going to ask you whether or not you understand them, okay? All right? And a couple things, Sean, it's real important that that you're real honest with me, okay? I know quite a bit of information, okay? And if you start to lie to me or something like that or whatever, okay, it's important for us to just stand as even here. My number one concern right now is for Catherine, okay? And so that's what my questioning is going to be about, is about Catherine, okay?
Sean seemed caught off guard, visibly shaken, but the detectives pressed on, determined to break through his wall of lies.
How do you feel, because you had mentioned to me, how do you feel, you said that Ariel had been talking about wanting to put Catherine up for adoption and stuff like that. And if in fact, okay, this paternity test comes back and let's say Catherine is yours, okay? How would you feel about the adoption? Would it be a fair statement? Would it be a fair statement then that if this was Catherine's, this would definitely be a financial burden for you and a time commitment burden?
Yes.
I mean, having another child. Would that be a fair statement?
Yes.
Okay. And the reason why I ask you that is I'm just trying to get a feeling for, where you're at here. And I understand that, I've raised children myself. Okay, I have 3 children. Okay, 2 of them are grown up. Okay, and I got a young one at home still. And parenting is not easy. Yeah, I think parenting is probably one of the toughest things I've ever had to do in my life. And I have a pretty tough job. You have a tough job being in the military. I understand that. It can be stressful, especially under the circumstances of that you're going to be deployed, knowing that you have a child here that you love and care for, and that you need to provide for that child, in the sense of when and correct me if I'm wrong here, but as a father of my own children, I feel a huge responsibility to my children. Is that how you feel? I mean, not only just being able to provide for them material things that they absolutely need. Food, shelter, clothing, that kind of stuff. But it's just the mere responsibility of having a child. And it changes your life, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It did for me, I guess. It changed my life in a heartbeat, okay? When I got my children. And, it can be, for me, I'm just looking back on what I felt. It's a huge responsibility, and it never goes away. It's not like a job where I go and I put my 8 hours in, stamping parts, doing whatever I'm doing, okay? And I go home and I'm done. The child is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. And so, I understand that.
The detective wanted to test the depth of Sean's hatred to see if his obsession with avoiding fatherhood could have driven him to murder. And that's when the tone of the interview shifted.
It's real important that you be honest with me, because the next couple of questions that I have for you are going to be important, okay?
Okay.
Because obviously this is a serious situation. You understand that, right?
Yes.
We have a 5-month-old baby that we don't know where she's at, okay? And like I said, my number one concern right now is Catherine, okay? And do you know where Catherine is at?
Usually, Ariel's been known to play quite strange games like this, or, well, not like this. This is by far the farthest anything's ever gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually just been like hiding it from me, like with someone she knows, or not giving her back, or I think she even once sold me her phone, and then reported stolen around the time that we were about to go into court. So
right.
Just
Well,
trying to get something.
yeah, and I can understand, I understand all that, Sean. I understand, with these types of relationships, little games get played. Games like taking somebody's cell phone, or those kinds of things. I totally understand that, but we got a lot different situation here right now. We're talking about a human being.
Yes.
We're talking about a 5-month-old girl that cannot care for herself. Okay? She cannot care for herself. She needs somebody to care for her. Okay? And that takes it to a whole nother level. Okay? A whole nother level. I'm not talking about the little shenanigans of taking your phone, doing that kind of stuff. Okay? This is over the top. Okay? All right? This is some serious stuff. Okay? All right? I asked you the question, do you know where Catherine's at? And you never really answered that question. You just told me that well, Ariel does this and Ariel does that.
Oh.
Okay?
What I was getting at is, I'm guessing she just has her with a friend or someone she knows.
Okay.
I only know of 2 of the people she uses for babysitters, but,
Okay.
well, 3.
All right.
But
So what you're telling me right now is that you have no idea where Catherine is.
I know she knows, but I have
I'm
no
not
way.
asking you that.
I have no way of
I'm not
knowing
asking you that,
myself.
okay, Sean? I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you a specific question. Do you know where Catherine is right now?
No, I do not.
Sean's refusal to answer the questions almost confirmed the suspicions the officers had, but they couldn't be certain just yet. The investigators stayed composed, knowing that it was only a matter of time before Sean slipped up again.
Right. When was the last time that you saw Catherine?
I'm not sure on the time, really, probably.
Okay. Give me a situation then where you last saw Catherine.
It was probably around 2 when I finally left from her apartment.
Okay. So the last time you saw Catherine was when you were at whose apartment?
Ariel's apartment.
Okay. And you believe that was around 2 o'clock?
That would be my best guess, yes.
Okay. And where was Catherine at when you last saw her?
In the car seat behind me.
Car seat behind you. Okay. All right. You didn't see where she went from there?
Into her apartment.
And who took her into the apartment?
Ariel did.
Right. And did she say anything to you about that, Ariel? When she left, when she parted ways, what was her last comment?
I think we were still arguing. She wanted me to stay there for a minute and so we could argue some more and work things out supposedly. And I said, no, I'm leaving. And it was still about the 4th of July thing, and then as I was leaving or shutting my door and leaving, she says, well, I'll see you in court then. And I don't remember exact words, but just like she's gonna ruin me in court or something.
Okay.
She's convinced that.
I want to take you back to, before you go back to Ariel's apartment. Was there a conversation that you had with Ariel about her not taking the paternity test?
No.
There was no conversation like that?
I had already taken it.
No, for her to take the paternity test.
What do you mean?
Did you tell Ariel that you didn't want her to take the paternity test?
Not today.
No matter how tight-lipped Sean decided to be, the detectives weren't backing off until they got the ugly truth out of him.
When you were with Ariel, where you wanted her to go to DHS and put the child up for adoption, and she didn't want to.
No, it was rather the opposite. Like, I never brought it up. She's the one that brought it up and said that she'd already arranged for it today.
Okay.
Well.
And so, what was your problem with that then?
We had already been fighting, so I just told her, why should I be taking you?
Okay. But my feeling on this whole thing is, Sean, is that you didn't want to have this responsibility with Catherine. Is that correct? I mean, you didn't, number one, you didn't feel like Catherine was your child.
Yes.
Is that correct? And number two, you're going to take a paternity test to find out one way or the other, right?
Right.
And you really don't want to be the father of Catherine. I mean, if you are, you are. But
yes.
Deep down, be honest with me right now. Deep down, you really don't want this child to be yours.
To be honest, yes.
You don't have very much compassion for not only Ariel, but Catherine, because you don't want to be bound up with another child, especially with Ariel, okay? I understand that, okay? Everything that you've told me about the nightmares that you've had with in all these things, okay? You feel like you're getting painted back into a corner again with her, okay? I believe that today there was an argument that went about where you were trying to persuade her, okay, to do the adoption. Because I believe that that's what's best. And I think that you know that's what's best for Catherine. If it's my kid or not my kid, I mean, there's got to be a little bit of inkling there of compassion for Catherine, what Catherine's going to have to go through. Because you're already seeing it. Everything you've said, what I've got from it is that the whole relationship between you and Ariel involving has been a struggle at best, okay? And now there's a possibility of another child going into this whole thing, okay? You've been painted into a corner with this whole thing, getting the paperwork from the prosecutor's office, okay? Making you take this paternity test, okay? I believe that you told Ariel, don't take the test, okay? Let's just go to DHS. Let's make it right for Catherine, okay? Let's make it right for Catherine. Let's put Catherine in a place where we know that she's going to be taken care of, okay? And somebody good's going to be able to raise her, and we're not going to have all this turmoil. I understand that. And I think that's what happened today, okay? That's my belief what happened. I don't know why you don't want to tell me that. And I don't think Ariel agreed with you. Because Ariel's being Ariel again. Ariel's not thinking straight. Ariel's only thinking about herself, okay? She's not thinking about the best well-being of She's not thinking about the best well-being of Catherine.
Feigning empathy, the lead detective softened his tone, pretending to understand Sean's pain. It was a calculated move, with the whole intention of lowering Sean's guard and hopefully getting a worthwhile confession.
What happens is, Ariel's being Ariel, once again. Ariel's being that stubborn bitch, okay, that, yep, I have a child with, okay, but, my gosh, she's just not doing anything, okay? She's not gonna be a parent to this child. I'm gonna get freaking stuck with this thing again. And here now we got Catherine, okay? Of another 5-month-old baby, okay? And she's trying to strap you with it. And you got pissed off. You got pissed off. And I got people that'll tell me all over inside that apartment complex that you guys were arguing and raising hell, okay? But you know what? That's understandable because you're dealing with a freaking psycho. And you were angry and you were mad, okay? And when you left that apartment, you left with Catherine, okay? You left with Catherine because you know what? Piss on you. Piss on you, Ariel, okay? I'm out of here. And you had Catherine with you. The question now is, though, is are we going to do the right thing? And the right thing is for Catherine. Let's forget everybody else. Let's forget Ariel. Let's forget you. Let's forget everybody else, okay? Catherine is the innocent one here today. She can't speak for herself. She can't talk for herself. She can't defend herself. She can do nothing, okay? And you took her somewhere because you were pissed. And I understand that. I understand you were pissed, okay? I would be too, because here I go again.
The tactics seemed to pay off. Bit by bit, the officer began reconstructing the events of that day. And in that moment, Sean realized he was cornered with nowhere left to hide.
You drove out of that parking lot with Catherine being in the backseat of your car. Okay? The question is now for you, okay, is that are you going to do the right thing or are you going to do the wrong thing? The right thing is to tell me where Catherine is. Okay? That's the right thing for Catherine, no matter what's happened. Okay? Whether or not Catherine's alive, whether or not Catherine's dead, or whether or not you know whether or not Catherine is dead or alive right now. Because she's obviously not here and she's not with us. But she's somewhere. And you know where she's at. I need to know where she's at. Okay? So I can go take care of Catherine. Because Catherine needs to be taken care of. At least Catherine needs to be taken care of. Don't you believe that? Don't you believe that Catherine at least needs to be taken care of in this situation? Throw everything else out. Throw everything else out. You know, fight with Ariel, your relationship with Ariel, whatever it may be. Okay? You know where Catherine is at. Okay? I believe that 100%. 100%, Sean. I believe you know where Catherine is. Okay? You know where she is. Okay? You know where she is, Sean. Okay? You know where she is. You drove out of that parking lot with her in the back of your car. Okay? Question now is, where is Catherine? Okay? You need to tell me the truth. Because it's only going to get worse for you. Okay? I'm telling you right now. Do you think that this community is going to put up with us? It's not. And this is not going away, Sean. This is not going away. Okay? And let's do it for Catherine. Innocent Catherine. Okay? The clothes that Catherine had on. This is not looking good for you, Sean. The clothes that Catherine had on was found in your pocket. Okay? The only way that that gets off her is because of you. Somehow, her clothes got in your pocket. Okay? Somehow, Catherine's clothes that she was wearing this morning got in your pocket. Okay? Catherine's seat is in your car. Her baby diaper is in your car. Her bottle is in your car. Okay? All those things are in your car, in your possession. Okay? It is not looking good for you. Let me help you. Sean, let me help you. As a brother in the military, whatever it may be, let me help you. If you keep going down this road of denying and telling me lies about whether or not you know where Catherine is, it's going to get bad for you.
The conversation was finally moving somewhere. And then out of nowhere, Sean said something that changed everything.
I don't want to see that. If we can salvage something right now, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay? Let's salvage something right now. Okay? Because if you go down this road, I'm going to tell you right now, I've worked in this system for 20 years, Sean. It ain't gonna be good for you. You drove out of that parking lot with Catherine in the back of your car. And you know where Catherine is. Okay? All the evidence points that you had Catherine in that car. Her clothing is in the pocket of your car, of your pants that she had on today. Okay? Where is Catherine? Where is Catherine at, Sean?
I believe I want an attorney at this point.
Okay. Stay right there.
Sean Michael Phillips was initially convicted of unlawful imprisonment for the 2011 disappearance of his infant daughter, baby Kate, and sentenced to 10 to 15 years in prison. Later, prosecutors charged him with open murder. The first-degree charge was dismissed, but he was found guilty of second-degree murder in 2016 and sentenced to 19 to 45 years. Though his daughter's remains were never found, the conviction was upheld on appeal, making it one of Michigan's rare no-body murder cases. Sean was definitely a scumbag, and so was James Blackman, a lunatic who pulled the trigger on his own son during a domestic argument.
You know that boy's dangerous, you know? I didn't need to be in the same house with him.
Because I'm telling you, I am this close to where my son is. We're right, hugged out, almost right on each other. And he just starts shooting.
And when I shot him, I seen him moving. I thought I saw him move again. So I unloaded the gun.
On December the 18th, 2020, Escambia County deputies were dispatched to a home on the 2300 block of Packwood Drive in the East Kingsville Road area after a 911 call about a domestic disturbance. When they arrived, they found Christopher Rowan's mother, Linda Blackman, on the front porch. Just behind her, inside the house, they found 38-year-old Rowan's lifeless remains, with multiple firearm shot wounds to his torso and one to the forehead as well.
You hear any gunshots? Huh? Is the guy still here?
Yeah, there's no guns. Guys left the guns on. There's no guns here.
Is somebody shot?
I'm the neighbor.
Is somebody shot?
Yeah, he's
There's multiple people or just one?
There's two people, but he shot. He's dead. I'm the neighbor.
140. Have the other units en route not come to me, but to look for the vehicle. A red Challenger. Does it have tinted windows or anything?
Tinted windows. He's got a sunroof.
There's no guns on.
Red Challenger, tinted windows.
How many been shot? I thought he got her, but she didn't.
All right, so give me more about this vehicle. Is there anything on the vehicle that makes it stand out?
It's just a Challenger. I'm next door. I heard a gunshot.
Ma'am.
Sam, come here, Sam.
Let's start crime scene.
Chris.
Yes.
White Mouse? Yeah.
Just need you call.
Rowan's mother claims that her husband, James Isaiah Blackman Jr., had committed this heinous act and then fled the scene. Along with the lifeless remains, deputies also encountered a wounded Samantha Noble, Rowan's girlfriend, who had taken cover during the attack. Needless to say, it was a moment of utter chaos.
One big
He just shot Chris.
Hey, where would he go?
I have no idea.
Is there anyone else in the house?
No.
Is it red or is it orange? Is it red or an orange car?
It's orange, I guess.
Is it orange or red?
It's orange, I believe.
In a surprising turn of events, James then returned to the crime scene, leaving officers to dread the worst.
Hey, we got him.
I didn't mean to kill him. He pulled a gun on me. He left me no choice.
I got it.
And then I flipped out after that. I'm sorry. He left me no choice. He pulled a gun on me.
There's no one inside.
I got him.
Don't move. Don't even move.
I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
I'm being peaceful. I'm not going to fight you in any way.
Dude, you're good.
I came back to turn myself in. I tried to turn myself in down the road.
You're good.
I didn't mean to kill him. I just didn't have a choice. But I lost my mind after that. I don't know what happened after that. I just went berserk.
Your first name's James.
Yes, sir. I think I'm in control of myself now only because I tried to turn myself in and I brought me back to clarity.
What's your...
So that's why I came down the street like I did. I wanted to turn myself in like right here without being shot. I'm scared of the boy. He's dangerous. And he was coming at me and I didn't know what to do, so I grabbed my gun. And then I didn't try to shoot him with it. I tried to hit him with it, and then he took the gun away, and then he got the gun and was coming at me. I thought he was going to kill me with it, man. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, sir.
So I got my gun and I shot him. I ran to the other room, got my gun, with my wife's gun. I grabbed my wife's gun and shot him. He was pointing the gun right at my head. Is my wife okay?
Which one's your wife, sir?
The one that owns the house, Linda. Is she okay?
Yes, sir.
She didn't get hurt?
No, sir.
Thank you, God. She was in between us. That's why I was worried about her.
Yes, sir.
She was trying to keep him from shooting me. I'm sorry.
I understand, sir.
I hope the Lord will forgive me is all I can hope for.
What was that other guy's name?
That's my son, my stepson.
Your stepson, what's his name?
It's Chris Roan, R-O-A-N.
R-O-A-N?
Yes, sir.
Chris or Christopher?
It's Christopher. His dad's gonna want to kill me now. His dad's the son of Silence, enforcer, gang member. I'll be forever looking over my shoulder because of this. But I didn't have a choice. It was him or me, the way I seen it. Sir, are they gonna put me to death for what I've done?
Sir, that whole issue is so far from being even considered or resolved at this point that...
I'm not afraid of death, but I'm saying I didn't do it on purpose.
I understand that, sir.
I didn't want it to happen.
I understand.
And I was afraid of it happening. And I've said it many times. You know, that boy's dangerous. You know?
Yes, sir.
I didn't need to be in the same house with him.
No one expected James to turn himself in, and his hidden surrender only added another layer to the mystery at hand. To further understand the events prior to the incident, deputies took Linda, Samantha, and James down to the station to get their separate testimonies. The officers first started with Linda, the woman who suffered the most from the incident.
Why don't you tell me what happened today?
Well, my son is living in the camper in the backyard with his girlfriend. They don't always get along. And so we thought the perfect thing, because my son was a slob, so I didn't really want him to move back in my house. So we come up with the idea of selling him the camper, let them live in the backyard. That way when they fight, he can come in the house and they can get away from each other and work it out. So Chris has been in my house the last 2 nights sleeping, which everything has been going fine. Today we get up and it just all happened so fast. First, they started arguing because him and her were arguing, and James and Chris started yin-yanging each other, and just over their fighting and how it needs to stop, break up if y'all can't use the same old story. Then they started to physically come together, which is when I stepped in between them to try to keep them from swinging. James had a gun, I guess, in his hand. And when they first started fighting, apparently Chris hit his hand and the gun fell out of his hand and went over for the TV.
Okay.
And then Chris picks the gun up and goes outside with it. And James comes out of the bedroom and saying, "You better get that damn gun from him." And I said, "I'll handle it. Just stay out of it and let me take care of it. I got it under control." So then apparently Chris went out to the camper and then he come back in. Honestly, I don't know if he came in the front door or back door. Like I said, it went so fast. Then they started doing the yin-yang again. I have a taser. And honestly, I was trying to get to my bedroom to get my taser because I was going to taser her ass. So I didn't get to my taser in time. The next thing I know, they're in between each other. I'm coming in between them again. Amongst them fighting, I get knocked over the coffee table. That's why everything was the ass cigarette, because I fell over the coffee table. I got up. About that time, I get up and try to get in between again, and James just fucking pulls the damn trigger and just unloads it on my son. And I am standing right there. I can't believe I didn't get shot. Because I am telling you, I am this close to where my son is. We're right, hugged her up almost right on each other. And he just starts shooting.
Did Chris have a gun at that time?
I really don't know. Like I said, it just went so fast, I don't know. I remember Chris saying, "Nobody's gonna pull a gun on me and get away with it." and they was just like this. And like I said, I got in between them. I got knocked down over the coffee table, fell on the floor, got back up. And then I think I got between them again, because I was standing up when he pulled that trigger, so I must have got up after I fell, got back up in between them, trying to get them apart, and I didn't realize, I guess he had that other gun, and he just, but I was this close to my son when he started pulling that trigger.
Where did James get the guns from?
I really don't know, to be honest with you. I have no idea. He didn't live with me for many years. So what he done in that time, we did not talk to each other.
Interestingly, Linda's testimony contradicted James' original statement, where he claimed that Chris was the one who pulled the gun on him. Armed with that piece of evidence, the investigators then asked Linda for a physical demonstration of the events.
So, if you'll stand up for me. So we're arguing. So if James
would have been you.
Okay.
You would have been Chris. I was like this trying to get him, and the next thing I know, like I said, James just pulls a gun and just starts shooting.
Did that happen behind you, or?
No, he was in front of me the whole time.
Okay.
They were both like right here. I was like right here.
Okay, so it would have been like this.
Yeah.
And if he's Chris, did you see Chris raise his hand?
No.
Or anything? Like he had a gun? Or
no, I was watching James.
Okay.
Mostly because James has been being mental. I mean, I knew when I married this man all these years ago he wasn't quite normal. You know, I mean, I didn't realize he was, but he did get struck by lightning. I don't know if that's what's happened. He's been diagnosed over the years. I kept saying, you got mental problems, you need to go get help. So we did actually go to get help.
About Chris, was he ever violent with Chris? Did he ever threaten him with?
Oh, they've gotten to arguments many a times, but I don't think it ever really got physical between them. Really?
I'm sorry, did you say earlier that once the gun got knocked out of James's hand, Chris picked it up?
Yes, Chris did pick it up.
So you saw him with a gun at some point?
I did see Chris with the gun. He picked the gun up. He went out the front door with the gun. And I believe he went out to the camper where Samantha
When you say the front door, you call the front door the back by the camper?
No, I call the front door the front by the road.
Okay, so he went out the front door?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe he went out the front door. Like I said, it all was going so fast.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he went out the front door, and I think he went around to the camper at that time. Then the next thing I know, he's back in the house and started in. I kept saying, Bud, stop, you know, I'll take care of this. And then they tie up again, and I get back in between them, and then that's when it hit. But I did not honestly notice. I really wasn't paying attention. I don't know if Chris had that other gun in his hand or not. I don't know.
How did their shell casings from bullets out in the back?
Okay, you know how that happened? After he shot my son, he went to the back door and said he was going to kill her, or he was going after her. I ran out. I think I must have ran out a second before him or right after him. I think it was after he went out, because he started firing, and I yelled to her, "Run, Samantha, he's going to shoot and kill you." And then I turned around, not knowing what he would do then, and ran through the house across to my neighbors across the road, because then I was scared he might come after me.
So he goes to the back door. Does he walk down in the yard, or?
Honey, I don't know. I ran like hell after that.
Okay.
From Linda's narration of the events, it was pretty apparent that James was a borderline psychotic killer who had completely lost it on the day. What didn't make sense was why he went after Rowan's girlfriend, Samantha. But that would soon be answered once investigators brought her in for questioning.
I went back in the camper and I never fucking come back out. I was in there and I hear all this yelling going on while I was watching Criminal Minds. I recorded 4 days worth of it. And I couldn't tell if the yelling was on there, so I turned the TV off. And I could tell it was just hitting the fan in there. So I popped the screen door on the camper's on the inside. So I popped the doors open and I just had my ear out. I see Chris come around the front. So I opened the door and I was like, "What the fuck you doing?" And I see he had a firearm in his hand. He said, "This fucker just pulled a gun on me." He said, "I kicked it out of his hand." He said, "I don't know what to do, Sam." Well, I hear Miss Linda going off like something happened to her, and that's his mom. I should never let him go back in there. should never let him go back in there, and he darted in there, and I heard all the shots.
What did Chris do with the gun?
He took the clip out, laid the clip on the rail outside. I guess he had the gun still in his hand, and then the clip was outside. From what I seen, there was part of the gun laying outside on the rail.
Okay.
And then the next thing I know, Miss Linda opens that back door. She said, "Run, Sam, run. James has shot Chris." And he come behind her, and I seen the other gun. And I was just trying to lock myself in, and that's where you see all the bullet holes right here. He's trying to shoot me. And I got on top of my dog, and I called 911. James was really bad about knocking her down and because I left Chris at the beginning of the year. I moved out for a little while, and I come back to get some stuff, and James come out the back door, threatening to kill me and the girl that was with me. And I was like, "What the fuck's wrong with him, Linda?" She's like, "He's just off his meds. Just I'll handle him." I mean, he was nasty. But I just figured he was mouthing it crazy. I really never in a million years. James usually stays in the bedroom. If y'all see in his room, he's got electric guitars hooked up everywhere. The whole neighborhood hears him play. He's a badass guitarist. And he is, like I said, he's flaky as Looney Bird, always prepared for the end of the world. He's off his rocker. Jesus slid off the cracker a long time ago. Can I ask you something?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you talked to James?
I have.
Does he feel bad?
Is he what?
Does he feel bad? Does he know what he's done?
He knows what he's done, and he has shown some remorse. So, as far as Chris, he left out the part about shooting at you.
Samantha was clearly traumatized from the day's events, having lost her boyfriend to a maniac. Now that the investigators had spoken with both the victims, it was time to talk to the aggressor, James Blackman, and figure out a potential motive.
I didn't want to kill him, though. I was scared of him. Have been for a long time. I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner.
Yes, sir.
To be honest with you.
Yes, sir.
I was kind of hoping that he would possibly mess himself up and go back to prison or something so we would be away from our family, but I know that's terrible to wish for your own child, but
I understand what you're saying, sir.
I woke up, they was all arguing in the house. It was like, we've got this girl that's been staying with us.
Yes, sir.
Staying with my son, and she's like the devil. I mean, she's just like the devil. You know what I'm saying?
And who is that? The girl?
I don't know what her last name is.
Okay. What's her first name?
Samantha. I don't really know what happened from there. My son said something about you're not going to do anything to nobody, and he started going in an outrage.
Okay.
And said he was going to hurt me or something. I heard him yelling something from the other room. And I know how he is. So I was already looking for a weapon because I knew he was coming. When I looked out the door, he was coming.
From when you looked out the door, out the bedroom door?
Out my bedroom door.
Okay.
I seen him coming, and his mama was in between them trying to push him away.
Okay.
So while she was pushing him away, I ran and got her gun.
Okay.
And he was trying to get to me, and I guess I was trying to get to him. We were tussling.
Right.
He knocked the gun out of my hand. The gun went across the room. He went running for the gun. I knew what was going to happen next.
Okay.
So I ran for another gun. Gun I had, my gun. I ran for my gun because I knew he had a gun at that point. Because he was running for the gun, so I ran the other way.
Okay.
When I come back, she was trying to get him to stop again. He had the gun over his shoulder, pointing it right at my face, and said, "You ain't gonna point no gun at me ever again." And that's when I shot him.
Okay.
And when I shot him, I seen him moving. At least I think I did. Best as I can remember. I thought I saw him move again. So I unloaded the gun.
Not only had James expertly twisted the narrative to appear like the victim, he also appeared to have little to no remorse over his actions. However, instead of dwelling on his present behavior, the investigators were more interested in figuring out his mental state before and during the incident.
She was throwing the furniture out of the house this morning.
The girlfriend?
Yeah, that's what I got up to. They was telling me, you know what that crazy bitch is outside doing right now? And I was like, what? And said she's throwing the furniture out on the fire pit. Gonna burn the furniture they just bought yesterday. I said, God damn, I don't want to hear this shit today. You know, I can't hear no more of this. I told her, I said, Linda, go down there and get a fucking eviction notice on that woman. I'll pay for it my goddamn self. I said, just go do it. Let's get that bitch out of here before she ruins our household. And she said, I've had enough of it myself. I've got to do something. I said, well, all you got to do is serve her eviction and get her the fuck out of here. She said, I'm not ready to do that because of Chris. You know what Chris will do. Chris will go crazy over that shit, you know. I was getting involved in it. I said, I know, Linda, but goddamn, you know, this shit can't keep going on like this. You know, every day it's just turmoil. He's yelling, they're yelling at each other. He's threatening, she's threatening. You know, she's threatening our family with violence from other people. You know, he's threatening her violence. I'm gonna kill you, bitch. You know, he's gonna kill his own girlfriend. You know, it's every fucking day. Everybody's gonna get killed.
The Lord will have me now that this has happened. Well, you know, I'm also a firm believer that there's, you know, if you talk to Jesus, talk to God, and you repent your sins, and I've been trying so hard. It's just, I don't feel like I was left any choice on that. He would have killed me. And I totally get that. But then I'm not judging you at all, buddy. I have no malice, ill will, or anything towards you because of what you did. That's not my job. And I've talked to hundreds of people that have sat right here in your shoes, you know? I don't have any malice against myself. I felt like I was doing what I needed to do to keep me alive, so. And after the incident happened with Chris, all right, then what'd you do? Because I know what you did.
I think I tried to kill that girl.
Yes, sir.
But I was out of my mind. I was just like I was on autopilot. I couldn't stop myself. I'm being honest.
You go out the back door?
I saw him. I looked in his face and I saw him dead. And I immediately held her responsible for it.
Because of her?
Yeah.
So you march outside.
I think I was going to kill her.
And you started shooting?
I think so, yeah.
Porch, steps, yard?
I don't know.
Did you empty the pistol?
Probably did, yeah.
Okay.
I think I was trying to kill her. I don't know. I was out of my mind. I was holding her responsible for it. That's where my guilt lies.
Okay.
Is after the fact.
Okay.
And I'll admit that totally. I'm guilty of that.
James Isaiah Blackburn Jr. was charged with second-degree murder and first-degree attempted murder for opening fire on Rowan's girlfriend, who survived the attack. He also faced additional charges, including aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and possession of a firearm. Sean deserved to be locked away for life, and so did Ellis Nelson, a heartless man who broke the trust of a mother when she left her child in his care.
But he ain't throw it up, so I tried to stick my finger in his mouth for he could throw up. He bit me right here, and that's when we're both in the kitchen trying to give him CPR and stuff. And okay. Like, and the blood wasn't circling through him. I saw bruises where I was pushing that, trying to get him.
On June the 13th, 2017, paramedics in the township rushed to a residence after receiving a distressing call about an unresponsive child. Inside, they found 4-year-old Giovanni Magia lying motionless on the floor. The boy's injuries appeared to be far from accidental, and all suspicion was pointing towards the man who was supposed to be caring for him that day, 27-year-old Ellis Nelson Ortiz. He was arrested and promptly brought in for questioning. It was now up to the detectives to try and unravel the sinister intentions of a man with a heart darker than the devil's.
Nelson, there's some of the things we're going to ask you that are going to be repetitive. Some of those things those guys already asked you, and we don't know the answers to them yet. So I guess in the beginning, what I want to do is I just want to say, let's start with what happened. Tell me your words, what happened.
Well, this morning I woke up. Well, woke me up. She went
kissed me, whatever, and went to work. You know, I'm laying on the couch.
What time was that about?
Probably like around almost 6:10, because she goes to work at 6:30.
Okay.
So she gives me a kiss, and then she leaves for work, and I fall right back to sleep on the couch. I want to say, I can't even tell you what time I woke up around. I don't know if it was, what time is it right now?
It's noon right now.
Noon? Okay, so I want to say probably like an hour before the whole situation happened, I woke up.
Okay.
Me and on the couch. I wake up. Slept on the couch.
Maybe it's easier if I back up a second, because I don't know who all lives there, and so tell me who all lives at the house with you.
Okay,
Okay, and they're visiting. Okay, so you woke up on the couch, and who was with you at about, say, 9:45-ish? Okay.
And
yes. And what? Okay. So you woke up on the couch and you...
Yeah.
And okay. And then...
Yeah, we're in the back.
Is it a bedroom they normally share together?
Well, I split them up, you know, for some purposes, you know.
From the start, Nelson's attitude said it all. Just a little too calm for someone sitting in an interrogation room. Detectives could tell that there was more beneath the surface, so they pushed harder, hoping his true colors would come to the surface.
Okay. So she woke up 6:10, she gave you a kiss, 6:30 she leaves, roughly say 9:45-ish. Does that sound about right, or would it be earlier?
Man, for real, I couldn't tell you, because I didn't even look at the time I woke up. I know as soon as I woke up, because my playing in the living room and there would be loud, so I woke up, gave him a bowl of cereal.
You can go ahead and keep talking. I'm just going to write down.
I gave some cereal, and then after I gave him some cereal, I go in the back. He was laying down in his room up, and after that, you know, I took a shower or whatever. I used to make a shower, whatever, because sometimes. So, I make him take a shower, like, come on, take a shower, whatever. And when he gets up, he's like, no, I don't feel good. And then, all right, well, I grab him, and he's just kind of hot, so I'm like, all right, come on. So I turn the shower on for him. He gets in the shower. I go back up to the front. I get some water, a cup of water, because he hadn't ate yet. He just roughly woke up when I just woke him up.
Okay.
I get him some water and some bacon. So I go back there. Like when I go back there, he's in the water or whatever. And then like, I don't know, it just seemed like his body, like he just looked like he was getting stiff, like he couldn't move. And then, so I grabbed him out of the water. The water was kind of cold, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, he was kind of warm, so I was trying to like wake him up or whatever. So,
how cold was it? Was it the water only got on cold? Or
no, it was like, you know, like mid, you know what I'm saying, mid cold, mid hot, like
okay.
Warm.
You call it lukewarm?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I grabbed him out the water, I'm like, right, and like he couldn't move his body. He was just looking at me, and he like, yeah. I'm like, buddy, are you all right? He's like, yeah. So I try to give him some water. I give him some water, and like he's drinking it, but at the same time, like I don't know, it's like he drank it, but it was like he got like it was getting stuck. So I'm like, just give him the water, keep giving him. I'm like, buddy, you hungry? Like, yeah. So I try to give him some bacon, and I just keep trying to give him water, and then like I feel like his stomach is filling up.
How much water would you say you gave him?
I just kept trying to give him water, because I don't know, I didn't know what was going on, I didn't know what to do. So I'm thinking like, I don't know, he's dehydrated or something, because I saw his body turning pale. I mean, like his face, like his whole body turning pale. So I'm trying to give him water.
Officers listened to Nelson intently as he explained his narrative, but something about the way he recounted the events felt rehearsed. It was obvious that he was trying to maintain some sort of confidence while telling well-rehearsed lies. but no matter how hard he was trying, his body was giving him away. He was sitting up and almost trying to avoid eye contact with the detectives.
Like I felt his stomach to like the point where like it was bloated and hard. So throw up. So I'm trying to push on his stomach for he to throw up, but he ain't throw it up. So I try to stick my finger in his mouth for he to throw up. He bit me right here. You know, I'm like, throw up. I didn't know what to do. So like all of a sudden, I go to get him some clothes or whatever. Coming like my that came in the back, and I'm like, no, go in the front. So like the lights shut off. So now I'm like,
where are you at? Are you in the bathroom still?
No, no. By this time I went to my room. I get a towel, you know. I'm trying to get him covered up and everything. So now I'm in his room trying to get him some clothes.
Is he saying anything to you at this point?
No, he's like he'll stare at me. He might say like one word, but he's not really, not saying nothing. So by this time, I go in his room and I lay him down. I lay him down on the towel. I put some pants, some shorts on him, and now he's not saying nothing. So I'm come here. So I'm trying to give him air and CPR. You know what I'm saying? So ambulance, call the ambulance, hurry up. So now I'm trying to give him CPR and blowing and give him air. And I'm doing this for a good like 5 minutes. I'm like, call the ambulance, go call the ambulance. So he goes, takes off, he comes back, and he comes back there. I'm like, he's not breathing, call the ambulance. I grabbed him, I picked him up, and that's when I went to the kitchen with him, when I told him to go outside, and so I'm in the kitchen, I'm trying to give him CPR and blowing his mouth, he can get air until, somebody comes, and then all of a sudden, that's when we're both in the kitchen trying to give him CPR and stuff.
Nelson spoke as if he were a devoted caretaker who had done everything to save the little boy's life. What Nelson didn't realize was that investigators had already received the forensic report, and it told a very different story. For now, though, they let him talk, luring him to a false sense of security. Detectives usually do this to see if they can get some more damning admissions from suspects. A lie told twice can show inconsistencies.
I'm sorry to make you have to go back through it again, okay?
It's like I'm the only one that like out there for him, like this. I took the initiative to step up to the plate like I have my own kids. I love my kids, I see my kids, I take care of my kids, and I feel like it's my fault, man. Like I couldn't do nothing.
What?
Couldn't do nothing.
Someone said that he had been sick before. Has he been sick for a while? Is this a new thing? I mean,
no, he's been. I don't know if it's sick though, cause it's been like going on for like about 2-3 weeks now.
How long from the time that he? How long does that normally take?
Like last night, he ate.
What did he have last night?
He ate pizza.
Okay.
He ate the pizza. Well, he ate a bowl of cereal first. Then he went and ate the pizza, drank some water, threw it up.
Okay. And he threw up the cereal and the pizza? And you kind of
he threw it up, yeah.
Okay.
And food from yesterday, he threw up.
Okay. Is he taking any medications right now?
Not that I know of, no. I don't give him nothing.
Okay. Do you know, has he been to the doctor recently to getting any medications? Anything he's done prescribed?
No, I don't. No.
You don't know, or you don't think so?
No, I don't know. I don't know if he takes meds or not, but I don't give him no medicine, so okay. I don't know what she gives him. I don't know. I don't give him nothing. No.
Do you know when the last time he was at the doctor?
No.
Would it be safe to say that it's not been in the past few weeks?
No, yes. No, it hasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Has anything else happened that's been out of the ordinary that?
Well, yeah, me and room one day, and he comes back there, and he tells me, so I don't just want to put all the blame on him because I don't want, everybody.
No, I understand. But
I'm blaming him, you know what I'm saying?
We'll say the blame. It's the truth, right? It didn't come from nowhere else that you can tell.
But yeah, and like when I first, whatever. I guess, I don't know if it was her family. I mean, his dad, February 22nd, when I had got.
Okay. while you're on.
No, I finished everything. And then just the other night, like, because I try to give them a chance, you know what I'm saying, with their kids, you know, I love kids, I got my own kids, you know.
While the adults in Nelson's life might have believed him, the children he was supposed to protect certainly wouldn't, because they had experienced his ugly side firsthand. To top that off, Nelson conveniently kept blaming everyone else for what had happened, but never himself.
Everybody can tell you I love kids, I take care of kids, whatever. But the other night, like, I always try to give them a chance, and I try to get, you know, so then the other night, he tells me, like, he's in the living room, and he brought us to the back room, like, Nelson, he's like, Nelson, I swear I just saw, like, I looked out the window and I saw, like, an explosion, and then I turned and looked in the kitchen and I saw, like, a body. I'm like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? What is, come on, man, let's go check. And I'm like, what? I mean, where are you seeing these things? See nothing. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna come to the back room. You know what I'm saying? So we go back to whatever. I'll put a light in this room. I turn the light on. I'm like, man, what is this?
This is late at night.
Yeah, this is late at night.
Okay.
And I'm like, go put the light on for me or whatever. I'm like, man, let's go ahead and turn this light on for you. Just stay in the room. And then wakes up again. Nelson, I hear some girl talking out my window. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? Ain't nobody there. You okay, man? Chill. But then it wasn't just that. Like, he'll talk to himself. But they all did it though. So I was like, so what's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's what he is. I don't want to blame him, but you know, like,
You said 2 weeks ago-ish he started getting ill.
yes.
Was there anything that led up to that? I mean, when I say stomach flu, or when I say like I'm sick, I'm down for the count. I'm out. I'm in bed. I can't get up. I'm sick. I don't feel good. Was he all that, or he just like? And this was he when 22nd up until 2 weeks ago? He was fine.
Yeah, he was good. He was. I mean, he was normal. Yeah, he was good. He was good.
And did the sick thing that start at home, start at school, where'd that start at?
He don't go to school.
Okay. Does he go to daycare anywhere or anything like that?
No,
just with you.
Yeah, just
The harsh truth was that if Giovanni had been in school or daycare, someone might have noticed the warning signs of abuse much earlier. But none of the adults in the young one's life noticed anything before it was too late.
Was there any problems that he had, any type of injury he had following a fight, altercation?
Well, they always fight. You know what I'm saying? They fight every day. They always fight. You know, that's like a normal thing for them.
But was there anything like you walked in and he was unconscious, or he had a pretty big bump on his head, or anything that would, tell you that he had been in a pretty significant fight?
Well, yeah, like, I mean, a couple times, he came up to me like, oh, Nelson, against the wall or whatever, and I check on like, oh, it's a bump, okay, we'll put some ice on it, you okay, you know what I'm saying? But
how long would it have been? Was that around this 2 week time, before or after it?
No, this probably happened about a week ago too, when he came up to me and told me that.
Okay. And
same time he was like, yeah, pushed me against the wall, and he had scraped his face right here.
Okay. He had a bump on his head. Where was that bump at?
I think it was like right on the left side.
Left, so left back top, kind of?
Yeah, kind of like right here.
Okay.
Yeah. But they always fight like that. Like, rams his head against the wall, and pulls her hair. Them kids, they're rough. They're rough.
Blaming the kids for his own actions was probably the lowest Nelson could have gone, since the forensic report showed that Mejia had multiple severe injuries to his abdomen, which were in various stages of healing. indicating that he had been suffering long-term abuse at the hands of his father.
Was there anything like that? I mean, this is 1 to 2 weeks ago, but this happened further back, the illness when it started. Was there anything around the illness time that you're like, wow, he's his head on the wall or hit his head on the floor, and then all of a sudden he won't eat or he's throwing up or anything like that? Anything like a concussion?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you, for I don't know. Okay. I mean, if you bump your head, I don't know if you got a concussion or not, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm just asking if his behavior changed. Did he start acting strange?
You know, just one day, like, I want to say, like, probably like a couple days ago, I'm sitting with him and, you know, he's just like, I don't know, he's acting funny. Like, he's not really, like, he's just acting like he just looked like, I don't know, like, he's just real sick. I'm like, are you okay? And I asked him, you get into anything? You get into it and show me what you get into, because like he wasn't acting like himself. Like I just bought him some ice cream and some pop or whatever. You get into anything? Tell me what you get into. Did you drink anything? You know what I'm saying?
Did you give him some ice cream and some pop? Was that before that or after that? Like he was looking sick or feeling sick. Did you give him that to make him feel better, or was it before?
No. We just went to the store and got some ice cream and some pop. You know what I'm saying? So when I come back, whatever he eats, all of that, and you know what I'm saying, everything. So when I come and look at him or whatever. You okay? Because he ain't just hand like, I don't know, he looked like he was just getting sick. Are you okay? Are you okay? Did you get into anything? Did you get into anything? What did you get into? What did you know what I'm saying? Show me what you got into. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, there's chemicals and everything. I'm trying to fix the bathroom and all that back there.
Nelson's eyes were collapsing in real time, but instead of pouncing at the opportunity, the detectives stayed calm, tightening their questions, waiting for the moment that his story would fall apart completely.
Aside from the glue that was out, was there anything else that he may have gotten into? Any chemicals that were out? Anything laying around?
Like I had a bowl of I don't know what type of Mr. Clean stuff. I had a bowl of that. It was, but it like there's a white bowl right now in the hallway that I had because I was cleaning the hallway, but I left it there too. But it was another. It was like more like a clear bowl, and I had left that out too, like Mr. Clean or whatever, and I left that in the bathroom too as well.
Okay.
And that had the Mr. Clean chemical in it or whatever. I had left that in there.
And you think that, I guess I'm trying to figure out what he may have gotten into at the time that he started getting sick. The 2 weeks ago was a sick thing. You said only a couple days ago is when he had the food, the soda pop and ice cream and stuff, and he started getting like, would you describe it as more sick?
No, he just looked like, he looked like he was getting like, kind of like pale, like he just had got into something. He was just, you know, about to pass out or something.
Do you think he got it? I mean, if you're gonna guess, do you think he got into something?
Well, when I asked him, he started looking around like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna show you what I got into, but he wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, like he wouldn't go directly to it and grab it.
So you think he did get into something?
I mean, I think so. Like I always ask him, and you gotta tell the truth about it. So when I ask him, like, did you get into something, he goes like looking around like he's gonna grab what he got into, but then he don't go grab it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
what would be your best guess as to what you think he got into?
I don't know. There's like there's chemicals there. I mean,
what chemicals would be out and accessible to him?
Probably that like that Mr. Clean.
What is it, Mr. Clean? What?
I don't know.
Is it like toilet bowl cleaner? There's all different kinds of sprays and all kinds of stuff. Is this a concentrate? Is it?
I don't know. It's in one of them.
The home environment Nelson described was nowhere near fit for habitation. If anything, it reflected his disturbing mindset of what he viewed as acceptable conditions for children to live in. But then he said something that made every officer in the room go still.
I mean, and then there's pills you can get, whatever. You know, I might have one sitting on my dresser or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Is that yours?
No, it's not mine.
Okay.
It's not mine.
Is it prescribed to anybody you know, or is it?
I might just take one or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But
who is it prescribed to? Alright. Aside from, obviously I can understand your relationship with Beth, because he's obviously got some problems.
No, but I don't hold that against him, you know what I'm saying? I try to make the best, like, all They love me. I'm the one there for them, you know what I'm saying? Like, at first he didn't really like me. You know, he called the police on me. A little, their deal was that or whatever.
Whatever became of that?
Nothing. Whatever the next day said, okay. So, but,
I mean, I gotta ask. Did she pistol whip him?
No.
Alright. Well, I mean, it's only, I gotta ask, right?
No.
I didn't think so.
So, but other than that, I try to build a relationship with him because I don't hold it against him. I mean, he's a kid, you know, so all I do, man, I try to imply, you know, okay, you don't do this, you don't do that, this is how you do it, this is what you do, you know. That's it, that's all I do, man.
What, as far as punishments, what's standards of the team?
Stand in the wall, get in the room, don't come out of the room.
Okay. Spankings?
No, I did hit Daniel before in his leg, but that was about it.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
Probably like a couple days ago.
Nelson's sudden confession seems like another manipulation tactic, but the detectives pushed forward, knowing that they were finally breaking through. And the more they pressed, the more disturbing details came to light.
So when he would throw up before, he would throw up and then he would be okay and go on about his day? So after every meal,
no, he'd throw up and like, and just boom, go sit down. Like, he wouldn't play or nothing.
So what for 2 weeks that all happened?
No, like some days he'll feel good, you know what I'm saying? Some days, like, he'll play or whatever outside, me and him, when we go walk to the store or whatever, he'll be fine. And then, you know, some days he's not.
So what made this different to be like, hey, what'd you get into?
What you mean?
Well, what I mean is, what made the 2 days ago when you thought he got into something, what made you think, man, what'd you get into versus, because you had been sick, you know, for 2 weeks and not feeling good and sitting down, so what made it so worse to make you think that he got into something?
I mean, I did have drugs, like, you know, some like there, you know, but it wasn't like, I don't think it was like exposable to where he can.
Being?
As in, you know, a narcotic.
Very different.
No, different.
What did you have there? Okay, where was this at?
This was in my drawer.
Alright. How much was there?
Probably like a little 20. It wasn't nothing big.
Powder or rock?
No, it was powder.
Did you go check it? Was there any missing?
No, like I had some in a baggie, and then I had some like on a mirror thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That was it.
Was there any missing off the mirror?
I wouldn't be able to tell.
How much was there?
It was on like a 20, like 22, something small.
Do you still have in the house now?
No, I don't.
Where'd that go?
Used it?
Used it all? Okay.
So aside from the being out, you've been sick off and on.
That's
so
what made me real curious about that day, though. No, I didn't want to say it, though.
Well, I appreciate you being honest. I mean, let's be real here. We're talking about him. I'm worried about him. I am just saying that. I mean, whatever. That's neither here nor there. Is there anything else in the house that?
No.
I mean, whether you want to say it or not, we just want to make sure that.
No, there's nothing. No gun, no nothing.
Okay. Well, alright.
Detectives were horrified to learn that multiple children had been left in Nelson's care while he was actively using substances. It clearly reflected a great deal of negligence on the community living around Nelson, who failed to see these warning signs earlier.
Tell me about this cup. So he went in the shower. Was it actually the shower that was running this morning when he got up?
Yeah.
When you got him up and he was feeling good, you wanted to wake him up, so you took him and you put him in the shower. Then you said you went and got him some water.
Yes.
What kind of cup was that you went and grabbed?
It was a blue cup.
How big was that cup?
Probably like this big.
Okay. Where did you get that cup from?
I went to the cabinet and grabbed it.
You know how many ounces roughly that would be?
No.
Any idea?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Is it plastic glass?
Plastic.
So was it like see-through or was it like?
No. It's like you can't see through it. It's solid.
But it was a normal. It wasn't like a solo cup. Not a disposable.
No.
But a solid plastic blue cup.
Okay. So you go get that, and you said you were pouring.
you went and got bacon. How much bacon did you
It
get?
was just like one little strip.
Okay. And where was that at?
That was it was in the microwave, but I had set it on the counter.
Okay. All right. Did you eat the bacon that morning?
No, it was like a day old, you know what I'm saying? But I just went and grabbed something for him real quick to eat or whatever. Said he ain't, you know what I'm saying? When I saw him turn the pill, he ain't feel good. So when I went and grabbed the water and the bacon, you know, I came back there or whatever. And then I had grabbed him out the shower and I put him on my lap like this. And I started
Where's the one
him
you on your lap at?
I put my knee on the, I put my foot on the toilet and I sat him right here.
Okay, so you're sitting on the toilet?
No, I'm standing up.
You're standing up with your foot on the toilet.
My foot up. And I got him right here and I'm just giving him the water. All right, you all
How
right?
many cups of water did you think you gave?
I don't know, not a lot.
Where were you getting the water from?
From the shower now, because I can't run with it to the front, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm getting out the shower, keep trying to give him
You
the
say a
water.
lot. Are you talking 10 cups, 20 cups, 30 cups?
I don't know, I'm just giving him water, just constantly water. I mean, you know, I'm thinking, you know, maybe he's dehydrated or whatever, you know, so I just keep getting the water and giving it to him.
What's he doing when you're giving him the water?
He's just, like, he'll drink it and then, he'll, you know what I'm saying, kind of like he'll choke on it, but then he'll be like, all right.
Did he throw any of it up?
Yeah.
While you're sitting there?
No, not while I was sitting there. When I went and laid him down, like, when I laid him down, trying to do CPR on him or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that time he threw some up, but before then, his stomach was like bloated, so.
Was it loaded before the water or
No, after I'm putting the water in, you know what I'm saying? So while he like, when it gets big, throw up, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you know, like your stomach is hard rock. I'm like, throw up. And I try to stick my finger in his mouth, push on his stomach, that's when he bit me. You know, so I'm trying to make him throw up now.
So at what point does he stop talking to you? Because he's still talking to you, right, when you're sitting on your knee?
Yeah, like.
But he's not having a conversation.
Yeah, no, he's not having a conversation with me. He stopped talking to me when I try to, and I got him on the floor in the room when I called his brother to come call the ambulance. Like, he just, like, everything just stopped.
So when he got out of bed, initially, you woke him up, did you carry him to the shower or did he walk to the shower?
No, he was up. He was just laying in bed, though. When, you know, it's time to take a shower. But I had laid him on the bed, like, when I had got him out the shower, you know. But, no, he ain't have no wetpants.
But he smelled like urine?
No, his draw is like, it was orange drawers he had on. Them, like, he had a little pee on them. I don't know.
Do you think it was from this morning, though? Like when he was laying in bed?
No, it was from this morning. I know that.
Was it wet, though? Before he got in the shower, when he got out of bed, were his pants wet?
No, his drawers were wet.
His underwear?
Yeah, it was just like a misty pee, like he ain't pee a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
One by one, officers caught on to all of Nelson's false statements, including his insistence that he had given Giovanni water when the autopsy showed no excess fluid in the child's system. Another lie, and this time, a fatal one.
Did he look ill this morning before he got in the shower?
He did, it was like a lazy walk, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, dude, man, are you okay? Because I always ask him every day. I ask all the people, like, y'all all right, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? How's your day going, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, Nelson, I don't feel good. I'm like, all right, so, you know, I put him in the shower or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Did he say anything hurt? My head hurts, my stomach hurts, my back hurts. Did he say anything specific?
No,
Did you see marks on his body anywhere?
He didn't tell. Well, you know, he always got little bruises on him from fighting and stuff like that, so.
Where did you see bruises?
Probably like, I saw like right here, then on his legs. And then like when his body had cleared out or whatever, like if the blood wasn't circulating through him, like I saw bruises where I was pushing that, you know, trying to get him to puke or whatever.
So you saw one right here?
No, I think like his left side.
Left side of his like upper chest, like by the collarbone?
Yes.
And then you said on his legs?
Yeah.
You know how long those have been there?
No.
Have you seen those before this morning?
Yeah, yesterday or whatever. Saw the bruise or whatever. We like I was fighting or whatever the case may be. He was a kid, he fell or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah. Yep. No, I hear you. I have you're saying. I mean, they're always getting hurt.
Yeah, but the fighting they do is just, you know, just ain't like a normal fight, you know.
Once the officers had had enough, they decided to stop playing around and confront Nelson with the truth.
So,
for him, like physically?
I mean, hurting him, yeah. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
How regular does this happen?
Almost every day.
He was saying, he choked me, he did something to me, he touched me, he did, how many times?
Probably like 3-4 times.
Over what period of time? Over the last month, 2 months, 3 months?
Well, we just found out about this about two weeks ago. Yeah, probably 2-3 weeks.
So he told you 3 separate times over the last 2 weeks. And what was the sleeping arrangements for everybody?
Well,
like, because they were in separate rooms, but on opposite ends of the hallway or something.
No. Like just my room. The front, the first one.
Can you draw that just so I have a photographic memory, so it just helps the video see it on a picture, just so I understand that. You just draw like the hallway and then whose rooms are where, that would be great. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. So where is all this? Where are all these, when you beat them up? This is all happening at?
Well, I mean, if I'm asleep, I'm thinking in the living room because they're not back there by me, or you know what I'm saying, I would be hearing them up here.
Where do you spend most of your time, in your room?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever hear crying? I mean, when he comes to you and says something that hurts,
yeah,
come to you to say it, or is he crying?
Well, sometimes in the back room and we hear him cry or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and fight or whatever, I might go out there and check on him, then they'll stop. Yeah.
Okay.
Or he'll be like, hit me, like, oh. As soon as we go out, it's always like that. It's always like that.
All right. What do you think is your best guess as to what happened here with him? What can you have any? You know, I'm just coming in, and my partner, we're just coming in here kind of blind to try to figure this out. And you know the family a lot better than I do. What do you think?
I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. I don't know. This just kind of just like out of nowhere, and I'm like, I'm trying to help him, but I'm like, damn, what the? Like,
no, I hear you. And we aren't asking you to tell us something you don't know. We're right now just trying to, put it together in our heads of exactly what's going on and get kind of up to speed. So if you had a guess or an idea of what could have happened, let us know. We're just here to figure this out.
No, I understand. Like, for real, seriously, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, you think he got into something? You think this is an illness? You think it's, he fell down and hit his head? I mean,
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just know he just woke up this morning and he just told me he didn't feel good.
Ortiz was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for the murder of Giovanni Mejia, along with an additional 80 to 150 years for first-degree abuse.